Hey Rashmi, I was thinking about something today, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. What are your thoughts on whether schools should require uniforms or not?
Oh, that's an interesting topic, Sarah. I've always had mixed feelings about it. On one hand, uniforms can promote a sense of unity and equality among students, but on the other hand, it might stifle individuality. What do you think?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Uniforms may create a sense of belonging and equality, but at the same time, they can be seen as a restriction on personal expression. I guess it's about finding the right balance. What are the advantages you see in having school uniforms?
Well, one obvious benefit is that uniforms eliminate socioeconomic distinctions among students. Everyone wears the same thing, so there is no room for judgments based on clothing brands or styles. It creates a level playing field.
Absolutely. It can also enhance a sense of discipline and professionalism. Wearing a uniform might help students focus on their studies rather than being distracted by fashion trends or peer pressure.
True. And I've read that uniforms can contribute to a safer school environment by making it easier to identify intruders or outsiders. Security is definitely a concern these days.
Good point. But on the flip side, some argue that uniforms suppress individuality and creativity. Students might feel restricted, unable to express themselves through their clothing choices.
I agree. It's essential for young people to have a sense of identity, and clothes are a part of that self-expression. Uniforms might hinder that process.
Another concern is the cost. While uniforms aim to eliminate socioeconomic differences, they can end up being an added financial burden for some families who struggle to afford them.
That's a valid point. And in terms of academic performance, there isn't strong evidence proving that uniforms directly contribute to better grades. It's more about the overall school environment and educational practices.
Absolutely. I think it's crucial for schools to consider the impact uniforms might have on students' well-being and academic performance. What about the idea of having a dress code instead of a full uniform? That way, there's still some level of standardization without completely stifling individuality.
That sounds like a good compromise, Sarah. It allows for a certain level of personal expression while maintaining a standard appearance. It could be a middle ground that addresses both the need for unity and the importance of individuality.
I'm glad we're on the same page. It's such a complex issue with valid arguments on both sides. Maybe schools could involve students in the decision-making process to ensure their voices are heard.
That's a fantastic idea, Sarah. Involving students in decisions about uniforms or dress codes would not only give them a sense of ownership, but also teach them about democratic processes.
Exactly. Well, Rashmi, it was great discussing this with you. I feel like we've touched on some key aspects of the topic. What are your final thoughts on the matter?
I think finding a balance between promoting unity and allowing individual expression is crucial. It's about fostering a positive and inclusive school culture while respecting the diversity of students. Let's hope schools continue to evolve in this direction.
Agreed. Thanks for sharing your insights, Rashmi. This has been a thought-provoking conversation.